The Jade Emperor, ruler of heaven and earth, decided it would be easier for his people to measure time if he gave them a proper calendar, called the Zodiacs. He decided to name each year after one of 12 animals. But how could he decide which animals deserved this honor? He came up with an idea. That is, to ask all the animals to take part in a race. The first 12 animals to arrive at his palace from the riverbank will get a valuable reward: to become the symbolic animal that rules a whole year and get their name written on the golden board. Finally, the winners of the race in order from first to last are rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. The story of Chinese zodiacs above is not just a story. These 12 animals are also 12 earthly branches, which is used in Chinese metaphysics and has the importance not less than 10 heavenly stems, which we studied in the previous video. Today, we will continue exploring the secrets of the 5 elements theory through these 12 earthly branches. So what are 12 earthly branches exactly? Earthly branches came from Chinese word Ti true. Ti means earth, and true in Chinese mean a tree branch. It may be difficult to remember these 12 earthly branches when you only hear once, so I will repeat their order again through this circle. It will help you a lot in learning about these earthly branches for later parts of this video. The first one is rat, the second is ox, third one is tiger, then rabbit in 4th place. Dragon is the 5th earthly branch. The 6th is snake, 7th place for horse. Goat stands at number 8. Monkey, rooster are 9th and 10th. The last one are dog and pig, which stands at 11th and 12th position. There are many variations of this by different country and different culture. Like in Vietnam, they use water buffalo instead of ox and cat instead of rabbit. Korean and Japanese use sheep instead of goat. Tibetan replaces rooster with bird. The Thai and Cambodian use naga instead of dragon. Many countries use boar instead of pig, and some even use tortoise to replace it too. Too many different variations of the 12 earthly branches exists. So, the name of the animals above is what I prefer to use, and you can change it depend on your country or interest. It won't affect the core value of this video much. It is time to move to part 2. 12 earthly branches and timing. As the story revealed, the most important usage of 12 earthly branches is to mark time, especially name for each year. This is a common knowledge that most Westerners know about it. 2025 is the year of the snake. So based on the order above, you will know which animal represents 2026. It is the year of the horse. And which represents 2027? It is the goat. We have 12 earthly branches, so after 12 years, an animal will appear again. For example, we will have another snake year in 2037. I will show you how to define a Chinese year name. It is made of 2 phrases. The first one is from 10 heavenly stems, and the second one is from 12 earthly branches. The full Chinese name of 2025 is called Yi Snake. Next year, 2026, it is the turn of Bing Horse. Both heavenly stems and earthly branches steps 1 step ahead. How about 2027? It is Dingo. After 60 years, a Chinese year will repeat itself in both phrases, so we will have another Yi Snake in 2085. We will dig a little deeper. This rule is not only applied for years. Chinese also use this method to name months, days, and hours. For month timing, a Chinese New Year always starts with Tiger Month and ends with Ox Month. You can see the example for a normal year with 12 months and 24 solar terms represented by 12 earthly branches. Why do I say a normal year? It is because not all Chinese or lunar year has 12 months. Some of them will have 13th month, which is called a leap year. While solar leap year only add 1 day into a year, the lunar leap year adds a whole month into it. Why is that? lunar calendar based on the moon period around the Earth, which is 29.53 days per month. It not a natural number, so one lunar month may has 29 days or 30 days. After 3 years, this difference will be 33 days, so people will add 1 month to the coming year after that. This table shows the differences between a lunar leap year and a solar leap year. Now it is 2025. We can easily check it to see whether it is a leap year or not. 2025 cannot divide 4 and gives a natural number result, so it is not a solar leap year. How about lunar leap year calculation? Divide 2025 by 19. We have the result of 106 and the yield's remainder is 11, which suits the trait of a lunar leap year. Actually, we have an extra lunar month at the 6th month or June. So there are 2 lunar months with the same name called Waygoat. Calculating leap year is complicated. Why don't we just abandon it and have a fixed number of days and months of 1 year? It will make things easier, right? Well, it is not true. Without the leap year, both the lunar calendar and the solar calendar would gradually deviate from real time. People cannot match astronomical events precisely because we will have a snowball effect of errors. It is a disaster for those whose jobs are heavily connected with the weathers and timing sensitive, like farmers, weather forecasters, scientists. Once these people could not do their jobs properly, the rest of the society will slowly feel the pain. Fortunately, naming the day in earthly branches are much easier because it is just like how we do the year. So we will move to the connection of earthly branches and the hours. The ancient Chinese didn't say it is 4 p.m. They say it is the mid of monkey hour. Every day, each animal has a 2 hours time slot of its own. A new day starts with rat time slot or rat hour. That is from 11 p.m. to 0:59 a.m. Next, it will be ox hour, which start from 1 a.m. to 2:59 a.m. And then tiger hour will continue. The rest of the zodiac will follow their order like that, and the last time slot would belong to the pig, which dominates 21 p.m. to 22:59 p.m. Then, it is a new day starting with rat hour again. Ancient Chinese also believes that there is a meaning behind above arrangement. Each zodiac's time slot is defined when the animal is most active or showing its most notice activity. For example, the rat time slot is midnight. That is when rats are foraging actively. Next is ox time slot. In the dark before dawn, the ox is chewing the cud. Tiger's hour comes upon the dawn moment. The tiger wakes up and starts capturing prey. Rabbit and dragon time slot is a bit difficult to relate for those who are not frequent to Asian or Chinese culture. In the period between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m., though the sun is rising up, the moon can still be seen in the sky. In Chinese fairy tale, there is a jade rabbit living on the moon, and rabbit time slot is the time you see it is working with herbal medicine. Next is dragon time, when the sunlight is getting brighter and the mystical creature do its duty bringing rainwater to people. The coming zodiac is snake, dominating the time slot of 9 to 11 a.m. That is the time snakes leave their holes and absorbing power from warm sunshine. In the noontime, while most zodiacs are tired and having a break, horses are energetic, showing why this period belonged to them. From 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., the heat is going to disappear, and we will see many goats pasturing on the field. After that is monkey time slot, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., when monkeys are most active and begin to crow. Roosters always go back to their dens from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., marking the moment of nightfall. In the evening, it is becoming dark outside and dogs start to do their job, gate guarding. Now the time is nearly midnight, and there is only pig left. I think you know what activity pig must be doing that time. That is correct. They are in deep sleep. There is also a same logic behind why ancient Chinese choose one zodiac for each month. I will put it right here for references and move to most important part of this video. Yin-yang and 5 elements of 12 earthly branches. Ganju, full name Tiangan Tiju, are heavenly stems, earthly branches are created based on yin-yang and wu-xing. As you know in my old video, 10 heavenly stems are grouped into yang stems and yin stems, with Jia, Bing, Wu, Gang, and Ren belong to yang, and Yi, Ding, Ji, Xin, Wei belong to yin. There is a rule applying to both heavenly stems and earthly branches, that is, odd numbers are yang type, and even numbers are yin type. Next, we will put these earthly branches into groups of wu-xing. Wu-xing has a tie connection with seasons, and every element has its specific season. Spring is the season of wood. Plants and trees grow their best in spring. Summer is the season of fire, with the hot weather and burning sun. Fall is the season of falling leaves and harvest with plenty metal chi. And winter with coldest weather is the season of water chi. Let's take a look at the table showing the connection of 12 earthly branches and month again. You can recognize there are 4 specific earthly branches located at the middle of each seasons. We have rabbit month at the middle of spring, so it belonged to wood element. Horse month is when the temperatures is highest, so it is fire element. Rooster is in middle of fall, so it represents metal element, and rat month shows up when it is the coldest time of the year, which means it is water element. If you are interested in Western zodiacs and study about them, you will know that beside 4 elements, people also group these 12 zodiacs into 3 modalities: cardinal, mutable, and fixed signs. This part is from my own personal thinking, that rat, horse, rabbit, rooster, in this case, could be grouped into cardinal signs because they have the strongest energies of each element they represent. So powerful that sometimes it is out of control. That is the reason why a person have these 4 earthly branches in their bazi are normally quite stubborn and hard to get along with other people. But if they could put a harness on this pure energy, they could thrive to the top of the society like leaders and politicians. Qianlong Emperor is a vivid example for this. In Lu Pan, or Chinese fengshui compass, rat direction points directly to the north, and horse points in the opposite way, that is south. Rabbit points to the east, and rooster points to the west. These are 4 basic directions that every compass must be based on. These cardinal earthly branches are really important. Tiger, monkey, snake, pig could be grouped into mutable signs, because the month these 4 earthly branches represent sits in the early phase of each season right before the cardinal signs' months. Their energy is at young state and is quite unstable, but it gets mature as the season reveals itself. People who has these earthly branches in their bazi are quick to adapt to new thing and environment. However, they also have indecisive characters. We have Tiger month in early spring, so it represents wood element. Snake month dominates summer commences or early summer, which is related to fire. In Monkey month, the metal energy is rising in early fall. And lastly, for the water element, we have Pig month starting winter commences or early winter. In Lu Pan, these 4 earthly branches locates near intercardinal directions. Tiger is in northeast area, monkey is in the southwest, and we find snake direction is in southeast, meanwhile pig direction in on the other end, that is northwest. The last group is fixed signs, include dragon, dog, ox, and goat. We find these earthly branches locates in the ending of each season. They stand right after the cardinal group months. The energy of each element is going down, preparing for a new transformation of the next season. This group is quite special because all of them having earth element as major, but still contains other elements inside. Like Dragon month is in the end of spring, it still has wood element inside, but the wood energy is going down and gets sealed in a chest of earth. Goat month is in the end of summer, so it has earth as major element and fire as minor. The same for Dog month at the end of fall is the combination earth and metal. And lastly, Ox month at the end of winter has both earth and water. People with these 4 earthly branches in their bazi are quite generous and has lots of potential inside, but they need to understand themselves first and learn how to unlock that potential in a correct way. These four earthly branches also locates near intercardinal directions. Dragon direction is in southeast area, dog is in the northwest, and we find ox direction is in northeast. Meanwhile, goat direction in on the other end, that is southwest. Keep in mind that 12 earthly branches are not at pure energy form as 10 heavenly stems. They are mixture of those stems, so it will take a while to master which is which. To avoid things getting too complicated, you just need to understand the dominating element of each earthly branch like these tables here. So far, we have learned about meaning of 12 earthly branches, plus their relations with yin-yang and 5 elements. So how do one earthly branch interact with others? There are 4 main types. The first one is the easiest to recognize, San Hui, or season structure. On the zodiac circle, 3 signs next to each other will have neutral interaction. For spring or wood element, we have tiger, rabbit, and dragon. For summer or fire, they are snake, horse, and goat. Following up, there are monkey, rooster, and dog of fall season, also metal element. And the last are pig, rat, and ox of winter, season of water energy. The second type is San Her, or harmony triangle. 3 signs which form an equilateral triangle on the circle of earthly branches are allies to others. Monkey, rat, and dragon form a triangle of water element because rat is the dominating power of this one. On one hand, it absorbed the metal element from monkey and turn it to water since metal bears water, and give the excessive water energy to the dragon which will seal it. Dragon, in this case, is called a water chest. Follow the same rule, we have tiger, horse, and dog forming a fire triangle. Dog is a fire chest. A metal triangle is made of snake, rooster, and ox. Ox, as you notice, is a metal chest. Last but not least, pig, rabbit, goat form a wood triangle, with goat is a wood chest. The next type of interaction is Lu-Her, means 6 harmony groups. It is more like pairing earthly branches together. We have 6 pairs that will boost a specific element, mostly happens under a special condition. The first one is rat and ox, which will enhance his earth energy. Next one is pig and tiger, for wood element boosting. Rabbit and dog will form a fire pair. Meanwhile, dragon and rooster shape a metal pair. For water element, we have snake and monkey standing together. Lastly, there is an extra pair of fire, which is formed from horse and goat. Those 3 types are all about compatible or friendly earthly branches grouped together. The last type is conflict or harmful interactions of these. Liu Chong, or 6 conflict groups. That means one earthly branch energy will reduce one another. You can easily see it on the zodiac circle because they stand opposite to each other. Let's start with rat. The opposite of rat is horse. Then we have rooster versus rabbit. Snake will conflict with pig, and tiger will stand against monkey. Dragon is an opposite of dog, and lastly, ox versus goat. Liu Chong is extremely important in fengshui and bazi because it will guide you which earthly branch do the most damage to your house, your own health, and connections with others. There are more interactions, but I think they are for advanced knowledge and less widely used in real life. So, I will not mention them here. If you have made to this point of this video, I want to thank you and give you one trick about earthly branches that you can apply instantly to your life. There is a quick way to define which element you need. If you were born from 19th of February to 4th of May, you need metal element. If you were born from the 5th of May to the 7th of August, you need water element. People who needs wood energy were born from 8th of August to 7th of November. And people who need fire energy were born in the rest of the year, from 8th of November to 18th of February. Why is that? In bazi, your birth month or season you were born in is quite important, because it defines which element is dominating and the opposite element will be weakened. The pro of this trick is that it is very easy and quick to use, that anyone can do it. However, this method ignores all other informations and interactions of those in bazi. That means it has medium accuracy. Second, this trick cannot be applied to people who need earth element. because it only mentioned 4 elements. If you want to have a careful bazi analyst report or a feng shui check, you can visit my Etsy shop here. I have consulted for over 200 customers over 14 different countries, with good results improving their whole life. You also can send me questions through my email address, asianwisdoms@gmail.com, and I will choose some to answer and post it in YouTube, so everyone could learn more about this interesting topic. Please give me a like and subscribe if you feel this video is useful. Thank you, and goodbye, wisdom seekers. See you in the next video.